Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lori and I'm the face behind Entre Tejidos Crochet, where we basically talk about anything and everything crochet related and a little bit of this and that mixed in. Today's video will be another vlog video. Hopefully it's not as chaotic as last week's vlog because we just had the most interesting 2 weeks, but regardless I was still able to crochet, which is good because crocheting really does help me like calm down and kind of like process things on a daily basis. To start off today's video, my plan for this week is to finish as many headbands as I can for the donation box that I'm going to send out to Chronically Created for her Cuddles for Courage beanie, headband, plushie, kind of like drive thing. I do have a deadline for myself to have everything shipped out by the 21st, by November 21st. At the time that I'm starting to film this, that is 11 days out. Thankfully, I have already started making headbands and all that stuff, as well as finally finish the custom request for a ducky that I got. And hopefully, because I have this idea for finishing the anchor and bringing it to school and have like read a book or something. And I've been looking octopus stories and none have appealed to me. Like, I know there's the Remarkably Bright Creatures book, but that's more like a novel. I was thinking more along the lines of a short story, something that I could read to my students in like maybe 20-30 minutes and let's like talk, like show off the anchor, have this whole thing, and then they could make or write a journal about it. I did find one for my 4th graders, but one for like my middle school and high schoolers, I haven't found one yet. If push comes to shove, I can try and use the same story for the bigger kids and kind of have like the topic question for the journal be even deeper, if you will. But that's kind of why I want to finish the anchor. So on my docket is finish as many headbands as I can, finish the request, the custom request, and finish anchor. I know I'm not going to be able to do all of that, but that's at least an idea that I have. So far, I have knitted this. These are made in my Centro machine. It's right here. I do not know how to knit, so these are all run through the machine. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that need to be, these look so messy. I have 5 that need to be like assembled. And last night when I finally sat on the couch, I assembled 3. So I would have a total of 8 headbands. I also made 2 beanies that I need to like hide the ends, well, weave in the ends. I do have a bag full of yarn that I have pulled out, and I will make a bunch of headbands. So my plan for today, once everyone's been fed dinner, once everyone's, you know, settled down, I want to make at least 2 more headbands with the yarn that I already set aside, and probably make a couple of beanies with the rest of the yarn, just so that I have enough to donate. The other thing that will be going in my box are mini plushies. Even if I make like 1 more mini plushie each day until I send the package out, it'll be 11 more mini plushies, which is good. So we'll see. We'll see if I actually go ahead and finish, because I do already have the felt eyes. I do have the yarn set aside for them, so maybe. We shall see. I also signed up for a book that features a pig, and I'm gonna be donating that pig snuggler, because even though the focus for this donation is more towards beanies, headbands, and mini plushies, we still have a list of books that have been donated by other people that need to be paired up with a plushie. I'm also going to look through the list and see if I can add a few books, and then I can just send the plushies out with them as well. But that is the update for right now. I will check back in. Hopefully I will make an effort to like vlog every single day, even if it's just a little snippet of this is what I did, bye, sort of thing. But yeah, I will let you know what I did. It's update time, and I am very happy to report that it's update time, and I'm happy to report that all the yarn that I set out to make headbands and beanies has been used up between last night and most of today. I have been cranking out headbands and beanies left and right. Now here's a little bit of a breakdown of what I already had and the ones that I made between yesterday and today, and like the total amount. So previously, and this is like, I want to say maybe almost a year ago, I pulled out my knitting machine and I made lots of tubes for making headbands, and then I like placed them to the side, and they've been in a box waiting for this moment. So I had 5 headbands that had already been cranked out, and of those I already managed to close up 1, so I already have 5. Then when I started cranking them out again, I made 2 more, so I have 7, total of 7, oh sorry, 8 headbands that need to be finished up. Of those 8, 3 have already been sewn up, which is good. And then I made 2 crocheted beanies, and so I have, I'm trying to math this correctly, I have 8 headbands and 2 beanies. That's what I have. That's what I started out with. Now let me count up the everything that I made between yesterday and today so that I can give you a tally and why you see this smile on my face. Oh my goodness, so many like yarn ends that you kind of have to leave out so that you have enough to sew the ends together and then do like that little knot. Between yesterday and today, I made 3 headbands and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beanies. Wow. Wow, for sure. So if I'm not mistaken, I have 11 headbands total plus 10 beanies total, which is awesome. I also signed up for 1 book. The topic is sing, and since Rosita is in the book, I'm going to be donating that pig back there. And I also placed an order for 3 books that will be sent directly to the registry, because it was through the Cuddles for Courage registry. And I'm gonna have a look through my stash to see if I have anything that could pair well with those books. If not, I'll just crochet, which is good because as I'm filming this update, I have about 10 days before I have to send out the package. In other news, I'm super, super, super happy that I have a box so that as I am sitting on the couch in the evening, I can sew these up and start placing them inside the box as well as the other plushies. The fact that so much of my yarn has been used to make all of these is like, I don't know, I'm really happy about that. I am for sure. And I did speak with a friend of mine who knows the person in charge of this children's home. And since I'm going to be pulling out plushies, I will also be pulling out plushies to donate to this children's home that is pretty near us, like physically near us. And I'll be donating plushies for them as well, since, you know, Christmas is just around the corner. And whenever we get the chance to bless other people, to spread happiness and joy, we need to jump on those moments because the world in general is a pretty dark place. So being able to be a spark or a full-on light in someone else's life, it really makes all the difference. But before I get too emotional and before I start blabbing, I will check back in tomorrow. It's update time, even though it's not too much of an update. I have not been able to crochet. Today was just crazy at school, and then last night after the update I gave yesterday, we did have dinner and then we had to go to Bible study, and when we got home I was just tired. So I played Stardew Valley for a little bit just to unwind. This is not crochet related, but I really, really love playing Stardew Valley to unwind further. Like, I know crochet helps me unwind, but so does Stardew Valley. And so far, I think I got the game in February, and I only have like 3 files on it so far. And since I've started getting like into more of the end game parts in some of these files, I decided to go back to the first file I made and try to reach perfection in it. So it's been interesting because I've been focusing on certain tasks, like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to try and finish the fishing log, and once I do that, then I do the other part until I get to perfection. Hopefully I'll get there soon. But it's just nice. It's really nice. It's a bit more portable because for some reason I can't crochet in bed. I don't know. I really don't know. I guess it has to do with how I organize myself, because when I'm on the couch, I have like this little end table where I put my stuff. Then I have like my Volari and, you know, my yarn, and over here I have a bag with yarn and stuffing and all that good stuff. So it's like all around me. In my bed, it's a whole other thing. So that also has to do with it. But I haven't crocheted yet. The only thing I've been able to do, which was a major plus, is I finally picked out the plushies that I'm going to donate to this children's home, as well as I picked out the plushies that will be going with the beanies and headbands donations. I'm gonna show you them. Now I need to like sit down, check on Etsy, and remove the listings from Etsy so that they don't get sold and I don't have the plushie anymore. I'm gonna show you the ones that are going to be donated with the pig, which is for the Cuddles for Courage donation, mainly because it's only 3 plushies. The others are 15 plushies. So for the Cuddles for Courage, I signed up for 3 books. One of them is about a farm, and the farm has a dog, so I'm gonna donate this splooting or kind of like flying dog. The other book I signed up for was it's like a collection of Disney short stories, and some of them feature Tinkerbell. This is not Tinkerbell, but she's a fairy, and I think, you know, when we think about Disney princesses, we think about magical fairies, we think about pixie dust, and I figured this would be a great pair for that. The other book is about Zootopia. I pulled this one out just in case I don't have time to make a bunny that kind of looks like Judy Hopps. So I'm adding this one in. It's still a bunny. I think we can still connect the bunnies in the book with this one. Again, this is just like plan B in case I don't have time to make a bunny. I do have to fix, because she dropped a button. I do have to fix, her head is a bit wobbly. All of these will go through like this quality control sort of situation before they're sent out. And then for the children's home, I tried to pick out plushies that were more or less on the same size. And it's kind of funny because, as you'll see, most of them are my dragons and dinos, which is great. I don't know, whenever I think about kids, I think about dinosaurs. This is Danny Dino. This is baby Danny Dino. Danny Dino, the standard size. Danny Dino in blanket yarn. This is a standard Daisy Dragon. I pulled out this fairy, which was made with the same pattern as the other one, and I'm gonna send it along as well. Again, I'm trying to go with more or less the same, oops, don't topple over. More or less the same, it fell. More or less the same size. This is a baby Daisy Dragon, baby Danny Dino, baby Danny Dino. You can tell I had a lot of fun making baby Dino. Baby Dino, baby Daisy Dragon, standard Daisy Dragon. This one has a headband. Chameleon, the pattern is by, I forget the name, but all of these patterns will be mentioned down below. I've also included Lolita Ladybug. This is my own pattern. She was made in Basix Chenille and Lion Brand cover story. I'm sending this dinosaur as well. It's still Danny Dino, but made in jumbo yarn. And I'm sending along this seal as well. So those are all the 15 plushies that I'm going to donate to the children's home. The good thing about this is that once they go through quality control, I can just drop them off at the office and then they'll take care of it. That is the update that I have for now. I will check back in tomorrow with a crocheted item. So I was able to crochet yesterday, which is amazing. On top of that, I managed to get a pattern test out, which is even better. And right now I am going to zone out a little bit while I paint some safety eyes so that I can send these orders out by tomorrow. And what I mean by zone out is that I usually pick, I like to watch Awestruck Crochet's videos. If not, I'll watch like some long play of Stardew Valley. I also like, I'm looking at the list right now, Crochet Vision, Sweet Beans Crochet, and The Girl Who Knots. Those are typically the ones that I kind of reach for because they're pretty cozy. That's what I'm gonna do after this update. Crochet wise, I am committed that once I sit on the couch, I'm going to finish the ducky for the little girl at my school. I think she's waited long enough. I mean, the duck has been headless for like 3 weeks. I don't know. So that's going to be my goal, and hopefully I can like clean that off my list. Speaking of list, remember that last week I had a really weird, last week's vlog documented a really weird 2 weeks for me, and I at some point mentioned that I made a list of things to do that week. And out of the 7 things, I managed to get 3 off the list. Technically 4. It's just that I haven't finished the beanies and plushies and I haven't sent out the package. So if I do finish that and finish the ducky, I would have finished 5 out of the 7 things. So not too bad. You know, making a list and like crossing things out, it helps me visually see like, okay, I'm getting things done. And it also keeps me in check, because sometimes I think that I'm a superwoman and I can do all the things every single time. And while sometimes I can, other times I can't, and that is okay. I tell myself, it's okay, it's okay. So that is what I'm gonna do. Hopefully tomorrow's update will show at least like a picture of it. If I finish it today, I'm gonna give it to her tomorrow. And I need to take a picture of the pattern test. I didn't show you, oh my goodness. This is the pattern that I tested. Look at this cutie patootie. This is the Baby Gingerbread Snuggler by Oddball Crochet. I am surprised that I did not go for like a variegated yarn for like the main color. This is basix chenille in, I forget this color. I think this is toffee, and then the main color is caramel. The buttons are tie-dye. I don't recall the name, but it's one of the tie-dye buttons. So I was pleasantly surprised by that I did not go with like a variegated yarn for the main color. And then instead of like embroidering the eyes, I gave him big safety eyes that match like the lighter color here. And he's just too adorable. The pattern will be releasing soon. You can actually make it for free in the winter Christmas crochet-along. I'll link it down below. The fact that I was testing the pattern and I made him in about 2 hours, testing the pattern is a big win. So that is gonna do it for now. I will check back in later. It's finally update time. I laugh because it's been 3 days since I updated you all. We left off that I wanted to make custom request for the ducky for one of my students. Yay! I finally finished it and gave it over to her. I'll include a picture of it here. She was beyond herself. She was speechless. So I think I did a good job. And then between the first skipped day, the second skipped day, and today, I have been very productive. Now, what I'm going to catch you all up on isn't in any particular order. It's just things that I did over these 3 days. The first thing was I finally got through, I had a big like bag of yarn that needed to be caked up, and I finally got around to it, and I refilled my shelves with the yarns that I had pulled out that were in that bag. The other thing I did yesterday was that the room of requirement. So the room here, like this craft room slash gym slash, did I say slash? It's slash. Office slash storage room, if you will, needed to be tidied up like ASAP. We couldn't even walk here, so I took some time yesterday morning to do that, to organize things a bit. Because for me, and I've shared this before, whenever I see clutter in this room, clutter in that room, clutter in this other room, and it's like little bits and pieces of clutter, it really like clutters my mind. So being able to tidy things up is always good. The other thing is I started putting plushies in a box for the Cuddles for Courage donation. If you recalled a couple of vlogs ago, I was making mini plushies, and I believe I made a total of 9 of those, which is perfect. I also mentioned at the beginning of this vlog that I wanted to do a couple of them, but I haven't. I haven't been able to make any of them. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make more. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll get excited and work on a couple of them before I send out the package. But for the most part, 9 mini plushies are going to be mailed out with 4 plushies, and I could be wrong, but I think I have 11 headbands and 10 beanies. Speaking of that donation, I've been able to close up 2 more headbands, 2 more twisted headbands. I have a box that I hope to put next to my couch so that I can spend the next couple of days closing them up. So far I have 9, wow, this is 5 headbands all closed up, which I can add to the box. It's very, I don't know, nice that I have the box like opened over here, and as I'm finishing things, I just place them in the box. They're not gonna be sealed up yet. I do have to go through them as sort of like a quality control situation and organize them better in the box so that everything fits. And then the other thing that I've been able to do is finish another Benji Bear, actually finish 2 more Benji Bear. I finished a fluffy one, and oh my goodness, this is the new Premier Yarns faux fur yarn. The color is lemur. I did have to use a skein and a half of the fur yarn. I think I've dropped stitches. I think I added stitches. Maybe, cause you know, I started out strong and then I don't know. Regardless, this is Benji Bear. He'll be getting a bow scarf, and he has some jingle bells there. I used these eyes, even though you can't see them because of the fur. These eyes are color shifting eyes, and I got them from Making Meowgic. As I'm looking at this, I do get it. My mom bought the original Benji Bear for a present, and she was like, I want the dog, and I'm like, I don't have a dog. She's like, yeah, this one, and I kind of see it. My husband also thought that this was a dog. In this yarn, I kind of see it. But it's a bear. However, looking at the face, looking at the picture of the original revamped Benji Bear, I know where they're coming from. So this final Benji Bear, I still need to weave in the ends of the little Christmas berries that I'm adding to it. I did fix the face. I made it rounder. I did have a look at my dog's faces and compared it to a bear's face, and once you go past the snout, the face of a bear is more, it's rounder. It's not as like, it doesn't necessarily spread like from the nose up. I realize that makes absolutely no sense, but trust me, there is a difference in it. And I also tweaked the ears so that they were more this. What that is, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words right now. And as far as like seasonal or winter or Christmas accessories that Benji Bear is going to get, He's gonna get these 2 leaves. It's just one, but I made 2 of them, and the berries, as well as the bow scarf, which you can make longer or shorter depending on what you want. So see what I mean? This one looks a bit more doggy. This one looks a bit more bear-y, but this brings a lot of ideas to mind. So maybe further down the road, maybe we might be getting a dog. I know we are getting a sheep/lamb because that's for another crochet-along that I'm going to be a part of. Right now my testers are working on their Leon lions, and I'm excited because I have one that's testing it in fur yarn. Like usually when you think of fur yarn, you think of like making the mane with it, but she's making the entire thing with fur, and it's amazing, amazing. Speaking of lions, I did pick out my colors and safety eyes for my second Leon lion. These are very much unconventional lion colors, and I'm going to challenge myself to do this because I had a struggle when making Benji Bear, because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough brown or enough white or enough gray or whatnot. And I was like, you can just make like a colorful bear, but I don't know why I didn't want to. So I kind of want to push myself to do that. This is going to be the main body color with the accent color for the toe beans and for the snout. This is going to be the mane. So these 3 colors, and then I picked out these eyes by Chronically Abby, that they have like this lime green and orangey green, wow, an orangey yellow, a purple, and I kind of think it's like a really dark blue. That's how it looks like. And if I put these in the background somehow, I really hope that it works out, because for some reason I'm really excited about this combination of colors. I don't know, but that is where I'm going to leave today's video. Next week's video will be another vlog, hopefully, now that I've cleaned my plate up with getting Benji Bear ready, because he releases on the 20th, on November 20th. And I've gotten a couple of other things off my list. I can finally start working, or actually continue working, on Anchor, which I kind of have to because my octopus book should be here soon. Like, I know a story time session with my class doesn't need a specific date. It could be just something that we do on a regular Friday, but I want to do it soon. And in order for me to do that, I need to finish the octopus. Next week's video will also include making more Leon lions so that I can iron out the Leon lion revamped pattern. If you liked today's video, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much for being here and for watching this video. Like, comment down below where you are from if you want. I know that YouTube tells me like where some of you are watching, but I would like to know, because sometimes it's general, like from the United States. But from where you are watching, I really appreciate each and every one of you that's here, that are following him on Instagram, that help me embrace this crazy crochet chaos for sure. I will see you next week with another vlog. Till then, happy crafting and bye.